And it is cold. Cold, cold, cold. I turned the heat on. I don't know if it came on, but I turned it on. Today is just a crazy, crazy, crazy day. Let's see. I'm still working out. Today is Friday. Uh, January the 1st, 2022. Hmm. 2022. Hmm. January the 21st. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning to you. You know, I've been up for a while. I've been up looking at videos and thinking. I slept very good last night. I took me a nice shower and pretty much I was out. But good morning, Lisa Calhoun, Lisa Taylor, Lisa Calhoun, Jacqueline Henning. Jacqueline Henning, good morning to you. Good morning. We had tickets for you yesterday. I'll give them to you tonight if you come in the chat tonight at 5. Because we have a giveaway in July. I think it's around like July the 20th. We have a Christmas in July, and we give away gift cards, all kind of gift cards. And usually we give away gifts, like all kind of gifts, bicycles and pots and pans and things like that. But this time we're just going to give away money, 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 money. And so we got gift cards, all this, and I think we're going to have like about 20, 30 of them. That's how many gifts we usually have, around about 30. We try not to go over 30, but last time I think we went over 30, but we're going to stay around about 30. That way we can put a cap on it and know exactly what we're doing. So we had 2 tickets for you, because anytime you come up on the panel, you get 2 free tickets. So just to let you know, you got 2 tickets that's in the drawing that's going to be in July. Well, we started early this year because we want everybody to get a chance to get in there. Some people, we wait till the last month. We like, oh, we're going to have a drawing. They're like, well, I don't got no money. Well, just to let you know, you know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, good morning to you. Good morning to you. We got a lot to talk about today in our 5 o'clock live. Hopefully, I have to go to work a little early this morning for a couple of hours. I got to get in there, get it in. So, I'm doing my bike, and then later on I do my row machine. I may not do it while we're on live because it's a lot. But I'm going to get in there. Actually, once I get off of here this morning, I'm going to go downstairs and do my row machine. Then when I come home, I'm going to do it again. Because I missed yesterday, and I feel some kind of way. But I missed yesterday because it's a little cold. It was just a little bit too cold. Yeah. I'm like, man, I told them guys to put that thing downstairs because it was just in my living room, a world in the way. But the fun thing about it is, if it's in the living room, I will get on it more. But you know what? I'm just going to have to just buckle down and just go downstairs in the cold and do it. But, so yeah, I am still working out. I'm starting to see results again. So I'm getting cravings though, you guys. I'm getting cravings. So even after I get off this live today, I'm going to go and get me, I got fish. So I'm going to go and take some fish out. So I'm going to fry fish for myself. And hopefully I'll probably stop and get my husband some chicken or something. But I don't know. I'm not cooking tonight. We've been doing a lot of that cooking because, you know, you save money when you cook. So just letting you guys know, saving money when you cook. So, yeah. Good morning, good morning. Yeah. So there is a lot of new information on, well, it's not new, I guess it is new. Some of it's been coming out since the 19th, and so the 19th when we was on, there was more information that we had not received yet, but we got it. I know other channels be like, oh, let me go ahead and jump on it. I'm not like that. I just come on, you know, I don't care who puts it out first. It's about awareness. So I used to be like that. I used to jump on stuff. She says, yes, lots of information. Yeah, I used to be on there getting that information. I mean, as soon as it come out, throwing it out there, and it just, I mean, and it's good. It's good. But I realized something, and I know a lot of people don't understand it, but I realized something. I mean, we're not in no competition with each other. You know, we do have lives and everything, and normally if the news got it, or you seen it on TV, or you heard it from somewhere, then you're not the first person that put it out. And don't try to fool yourself, because you're not fooling nobody else. Like, you know, like sometimes we can get some good information over here, though. I'm just being honest. I think every channel got some type of, you know, strategy of how, you know, sometimes they can get to the people and talk to them, or you can. It all depends on your personality and perseverance and stuff. So, which is far away from, you know, Massachusetts and New Hampshire. I mean, I'm talking to people up there, but, you know, it just seems like everybody seems like, oh, we don't know. But I'm going to tell you something that I've noticed about this case, and it stays on my mind, even though that I'm working out, you know, because here's the thing. Everybody says the same thing, but still, it all depends on what you're thinking when you say what you're saying. And be honest with you, when a child come up missing, it is not something to be happy about. You know what I mean? And the more you think about the information that you have received, and you pretty much know where this is going to lead. I hate to give people false hope when it don't look good. I mean, it just don't. And I hate to give people false hope, and I don't want to be a spoiler, you know, and be like, oh yeah, you know, because everybody wants you to be upbeat about it. But sometimes you got to be prepared for what really is reality, you know? And some people don't like me for that because, you know, reality, once you get to understanding the reality of what's going on or what's done happened, then the healing will start. Instead of you going to be mad longer because you're hoping and praying and you thinking, oh no, he could have just sold this baby. Yeah, is there a possibility he sold this child? Anytime someone's an addict, it is a possibility. But the possibilities go low when you start seeing all the information that comes out. And then you have to look at the reality of this man was very angry. This man he was a narcissist. He has been doing things for years, which if you start looking into history, and that's what people don't understand, they get mad sometimes and they be like, SP, why do you want to talk to the neighbors? SP, why do you want to talk to the teacher? Why do you want to talk to the mom and the dad? They ain't got nothing to do with it. Well, you get a really good picture of this person, because this person's not going to tell you, oh, I was a troubled child, I used to get whoopings all the time, or I got molested when I was a kid, or I'm angry because my daddy wasn't there, or, my mama wasn't in my life, or my mama was a prostitute. They're not going to tell you all of that. Some people, they can live through all of that and never tell you because they're still in protective mode of their family, or you judging their lifestyle of how they was raised. So now you want to pinpoint why you did what you did. So they don't tell you that, you know. But most of the time, you can kind of know what kind of lifestyle. Yeah, yeah. We all know where it's headed. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody dropped the ball. And it's funny because the weird thing about it is, it's not funny. But when people are making decisions, and you can't tell them, because they've got different titles, they got initials behind their name, they got schooling and stuff, and they think they got power, they making these decisions, and they're thinking they're doing a favor for a friend, and, I know your dad, and we go way back, and, are getting privileges because of certain, color or gender or relationships, you name it. People get privileges for those things. We sometimes got to start talking about that elephant that's in the room. Because if we want to sit back and act like that elephant is not in the room, then we're not helping the situation at all. We're part of the problem. Yeah. And I said it once before, and I believe this is just my opinion. I let everybody have their own opinion on the situation. And I listen, because I can learn. But I believe, deep down in my heart, this is what I believe, that either this man was a snitch, and that's why nobody could touch him, and he just did what he wanted to do, or he got all the privileges because of his color. One or the other. One or the other. Nobody wants to touch that. They sit back and act like they don't understand how in the world could he have killed somebody, shot somebody in the face while he's trying to rob them, pulled a gun on two women, and put the gun in their face, did all these drugs, did the worst drug ever to be addicted on, heroin. You guys still hand him his kid. And I'm going to tell you something. I kid you not. We ain't heard the last of it. We will not hear everything that this man done did. And the system still gave him this child. I'm going to tell you something. when all comes down to it, yeah, is the parents somewhat guilty? Yes, because they started it. They started it. Because once you get a child, yeah, you're supposed to get yourself together. But if we got our safety net out there, that if you don't get yourself together, yeah, the state come and get your child and try to put him in a good place until you can get yourself together. We know that's not true. Some cases, not in all cases, in some cases, they do mess up. They have a heavy workload. They have people that work sometimes that don't care. But sometimes it does work. And that's the sad part. We can't have a backup system that sometimes works. We need a backup system that works. And everybody needs to be accountable for everything and responsible for what they did or what they didn't do in their decisions for this child. Because there's too many holes in all of this. Somebody should have caught something somewhere. But I know we live in this world. If you go against the grain, you know, you don't get a lot of likes and you don't get a lot of people that will support you and help you and things. I get it. I go against the grain all the time. We've been in this game for 4 years, and I see how this works. But if I go against the grain, you know what? Our channel will be to the roof, but we go against the grain. So we just, and then here's the sad part about it. And I tell people this all the time. Well, why is that? You know why that is? Because of you guys. Because of you guys, everybody. You know why? Because you support stuff like that. You support stuff like that and think it don't hurt when it do. When it hurts, when people try to do the right thing, you don't support that because it's not fun. You support all the foolery, all the games, all the politics part. You want to be a part of a big group that, majority may rule, but majority is not always right. I'm just telling you. And I ain't going to do it. And I'm usually a loner because I'm not going to do that. Majority is not always right. But people will jump on that majority train and be smelling because it'd be 1,000 people in a room and they'd be like, mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you something. I know some people, they'll mess up and say something and I'll catch it. And they'll get mad at me for catching something they done said. They get mad at me for catching something they done said. Either they just, negative, or they threw something out there. And I just say, hey, what are you talking about? Hey, what are you doing? Or, hey, such. Or, how do you know this? Or so. Then they be like, Then they're like, oh my God, They get mad at me. Because I'm just asking you. First of all, somebody snatching water from me, I don't really care. That's on a game I'm playing, which is nothing. I live a simple life. I really do. I do what everybody else do. I hit that grind, trying to make my money, working, pay my bills. I don't really go nowhere. I stay at home, married. So I ain't got to be out there doing all this other stuff. I ain't going to be doing it no way. And I'm comfortable. So, I care, but I don't care but it's nothing I can do about it. Only thing I can do about it is tell people, hey, look, let's all try to come together and stop it. We like, oh, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Looky here. Nothing good comes out of people that makes decisions because they like you, or you the same color, or because you know, you told him this or you told him that. That child should have never been with that man. But here's the thing. I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about all that. I said, well, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Women. Come on now. Women. She started dating this creature. Monster. She started dating this man. Okay? If he was a problem, hitting and fighting and shooting and killing people and stuff at the age of 18, how in the world could this mother get on TV and say, I believe that he sold her? Let me tell you something. If you really know this man, okay, did you know that he shot somebody or killed somebody at the age of 18? Because if you didn't, you don't know this man. So now, all of a sudden, because you got a kid by him, you think it, because you're a mama, or, you could tell us, oh, he sold it. You want everybody to keep searching for a live child when they ain't searching for a live child. They're not searching for a live child. When they're digging in the backyard, they're searching for a dead child. Come on, y'all. They ain't searching for a live child. She can say whatever she wants. Yes, this is a recovery search. That's what they're doing. So people's like, well, she could be right. Let me tell you something. Quit getting in your feelings about listening to what mama has to say. Yes, she is mama. But where was those instincts when you first got the child? I'm not judging her, and I'm not putting the blame, pointing the finger at this young lady. Because when we all have kids, when we all have kids, we don't know. Good morning, Florida. We don't know what we're doing. But there's something that's inside of us. Something inside of us that kickstarts. The minute that you have a baby and you go into protective mode quickly, you be like, oh, I need to, because you're so happy you got this new life, and your only job is to protect this baby. This is a baby, can't walk, can't talk, ain't got no thinking. You're going to mold it. You're going to create this child. This is a little mini me. It's going to be just like me, or it's going to be just like his dad or whatever. But I am the sole provider for everything. This child's going to live, or if this child's going to die. This child's going to become great. Most of the time when we have a baby, the first thing we say is, we just hope that the child is healthy. We don't care what gender. We don't care for anything else. We just want the child to be healthy. Sometimes we be like, I wanted a girl, or I wanted a boy. But when you really think about it, you get what you get. And you just really want this child to be healthy. You don't want no child coming in this world already got problems and deformed, and because you have no clue what you're going to do. Now, you got to learn stuff you already got to learn how to wash this baby, feed the baby, how you going to work, who's going to watch the baby while you at work. You got all this stuff to worry about. You got all this stuff to worry about. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, Florida. So it start kicking in right then, and you start getting your life together. You do. You start getting your life together. I don't know. I may be talking, maybe not for everybody they do this, but I'm telling you, it kicks in whether you get it or don't get it. You can't tell me when you know that this baby's coming in the world. This is before you even have the child. Something in your whole body gets it like you grow and mature really quick, whether you deal with it or not. Hey, Lisa Calhoun, how you doing? You still get it, and you can't tell me you don't get it. You do get it, and that's when you start making changes in your life. And if you don't make those changes in your life, and you're selfish, and you're like, I don't care, I've got a baby, and oh, I'm going to let grandma take care of the baby. I'm going to keep running the street, and ain't nobody going to stop me because I am super gorgeous, and I'm fine, and I just want to have fun. You got a child. My daughter will tell you, I told her what my mother told me. She told me, when you bring a child in this world, you are now not the picture, you are the picture frame. Your child is the picture. Think about it. A picture frame is just a little lining around the picture, which the picture is everything. And when she told me that, I got exactly what she said. My family is very wise women. My family very wise. They spoke to the children all the time. And everything that they said, I guarantee you, if you go back into your family and the things that they taught you guys when you were growing up and you had kids or whatever, if everything that they told you, if you can remember half of it, you're going to be in a better place. Whether you like them or not. Whether they was wrong or right. You learned from it. I guarantee you that. Even with my mother, I was so mad at my mother for not helping me. I guarantee you, right now, I think about that situation, and you know what? I'm glad she didn't help me because I learned something. First of all, she don't have to help. Second of all, she taught me something. If I ain't here to help you, then what you gonna do? And I never put myself in that situation again. Was I mad at her when she did it? Yeah, I was mad. I was frustrated. I was like, but mama, you not gonna help me? She said, no. I said, but this don't feel good. This. She said, you tell me how it feels when you get done. And she walked away. And I was crushed. I was hurt. What she was trying to tell me is you living a foolish life. You letting this man be almost like a god to you. It's like you don't even have your own choices no more. If he comes over to the house, he tells you to clean, you clean. He's not your husband. Actually, you know he has another female or woman or whatever. And you're okay with that. Only because he's paying your bills. When you got 2 legs and 2 arms, so you can pay your own bills. And she was telling me, don't do that. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Because guess what? He pays the bills. He puts the food in the house. He bought me a new car. I don't have to work. And yeah. And my mother also said, and keep going. Because when he comes over, whatever he tells you to do, you have to do it. And I'm like, I don't have to do it. She said, yeah, you do have to do it. Because if you don't do it, he will not pay your bills. He will not pay your house payment or your rent. He's not gonna pay your electric and your water. He's not gonna give you food. He's not gonna let you keep the car. And you know what? I told this young man one time no. And all heck hit the fan, you guys. I mean, he quit paying the bills. I was getting ready to get evicted. And I say ready to get evicted. I was on the list to be evicted, but I'm going to tell you, my street smarts kicked in and I had to do stuff I didn't really need or wanted to do, but I done it. Good morning to you, Sonia Watts. Good morning to you. She says, I know I learned everything from both of my parents. Yeah. I told this person no one time, and boy, they didn't pay that. They didn't pay the rent. They didn't put food in the house. They didn't pay the bill. They took the car. And there I'm sitting in this house. And you know how hard it is to find a job when you don't have a car? I have let everything go. And they sit back and watch me struggle. My mother watched me struggle. I didn't call her or nothing. Like I said, I've been on the streets before, so I know how to make my money. Did I go out and make it? Yes, I did. I'm from the old school. I'm not going to do something forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Whatever I need to do, I had to sit down and come up with a plan. And I did. And whatever I do, it needs to be a one-time thing. One of those hitter quitters. And that's what I did. I did what I had to do. When I came home, I could pay my house payment or my rent. It was a rent back then. I didn't own a house. It was rent, pay a little bit of money, and get me a little hunk of junk of a car. Get food in the house. Don't buy no expensive food and all this other stuff. Get a whole bunch of chicken pot pies and beef pot pies. Get some ramen noodles. Get some rice. Get some beans. Get some milk. Get some juices for the kid. Funny how many meals you can make with some rice and beans and ramen noodles. And then I would go to the churches. And 2 or 3 churches. One would you could pick up food on Monday. One you could pick up food on Thursday, and one you could pick up food on Wednesday. I made sure I went to them churches as soon as they opened up, and it helped. So you can't never tell me I don't know. I don't know the struggle. Oh, but I do know. Oh, but I do know. And they didn't ask me for, they asked me for ID to make sure I was who I was, and I didn't come in the line twice. But sometimes I would get bread and canned goods. So when people give that food and them canned goods, it helps. Don't ever think that what you do for someone, because you don't see it, it don't help, it helps. Because everybody makes bad decisions. So we're at the beginning of the story. So this young lady, I'm going to say, because I don't know, because it seems to me she acting like she know Adam. When I don't believe, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't believe she really knew him. I believe that they became drug addicts together. One helped the other become a drug addict. I believe that. But she didn't get to know him. They were having a good time, and they both was addicts. I guarantee you. So neither one of them could have kept that kid. She acting like, oh, a mother knows. Yeah, you're right. A mother do know. She was saying she would wake up all times of the night and she would get antsy and desperate and things like that. That's because you knew what you guys were doing together when you had a kid. You wouldn't stop. Not only that, you went and had another child. So you had another child after that. So you're getting pregnant and having babies. Good morning, Crystal. See, I totally agree. Carolyn's in the building. She says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Carolyn. So, and I know some women is like, I know some women are like, well, women do, they have that, mothers do have that, I can feel my baby and all this other stuff. And some people can say, well, maybe she was feeling it all the time because she started calling them in May. Good, Florida. I'm not saying she's a bad mother. I'm not saying that, you guys. I'm not going to never dump on a female. I'm just saying, you can speak whatever you want, but I would have got myself together really quick. I've been praying. Lord, take this addiction away from me. And I know I got it. Just get it away from me. And when you really mean something like that, when you really mean it, because the God that you serve, you're not going to say, Lord, take this away from me, and you don't really mean it, and the first thing you do is go pick it up. He knows it's just like a cigarette or drinking soda. He's not going to stop you from doing that's your will. That's what you really want to do. So when people, and I know people be like, but it's addictive. I don't got no control. Yeah, you do. Quit telling yourself you don't. Now, I'm going to say something because I know there's some people in here that's sitting there shaking their head right now. They shaking their head saying, SP, you don't know. You don't understand. Not all addictions is the same. Let me tell you something. For those of you in the back that say that God is God, He's the King, and then His Son Jesus is the Son, and they say, yeah. So when you read your scripture, you have to ask yourself, are you really in belief of what the scriptures say? Or are you just quoting scriptures because they sound good? Because I do know that right at the beginning, He gave us dominion over everything. So you mean to tell me a chemical, a piece of grass, a piece of dust rules over you? No, you can't tell me that. Just like this phone, unless I pick it up, it cannot go nowhere or do anything. It's doing exactly what I want it to do right now. It's sitting there. Like that's what I want to do. You know why? I have dominion over it. It can only do something if I activate it to do something. Like right now. I just picked it up. It can't do anything else. So you mean to tell me any drug or anything has dominion over you? No, it does not. I believe what the words say. I believe what the Lord said. If He gives us dominion over everything, even demonic spirits, you guys. Do you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? We got dominion over that. And he tells us not to be happy about it. Just know that if you need something, you can tell it to get out of your way. And it has to flee. It has to go. There was this funny guy before. I'm finna get off of here. His name was Flip Wilson. And he would always, sometimes he would dress up as a woman or whatever. But he was funny. I know some of you guys remember him. But Flip Wilson would come on. And every time when he get caught doing something or somebody didn't like something, he always say, the devil made me do it. You guys remember that guy? He would be like, the devil made me do it. The devil made me do it. These days, you know what? The devil sat back in his recliner. You guys, you know what? You guys done picked up a lot. And I'm just saying. Good morning, Monique. Good morning. Picked up a lot of his ways. And then you want to do the stuff that's devilish stuff. And then you want to get mad at God. I see it all the time. Then you get mad at somebody that's telling you, hey, I don't want to listen to you because the only thing you telling me is you mad at God. That's basically what you're telling me. You're not even happy you woke up. Oh, I know I woke up. I know that. Yeah, you know what? I can tell when you're mad. I can tell when you're mad. Yeah, you can come around all you want. But a mad spirit, you can smile and grin all you want. Geraldine, yeah. And you know, the funny thing about that is, and if you really, really remember, he was really big in comedy. And then, I don't know, he passed away, died or something. I don't know what happened to him, but he went away. And then we had this other gentleman. He started doing sitcoms and stuff. And he started acting. He had a little Shanae. He had Shanae. Lawrence, whatever his name, Martin Lawrence or whatever. He started acting like Shanae. So, and it was all fun watching all of that stuff. And, you know, hey, it's never nothing new under the sun. Somebody just created a whole different name. Same kind of concept and stuff, you guys. Same kind of concept and stuff. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. You'll get mad at somebody when they tell you the truth. Because you're really mad. They done told you something the truth. They like, hey, hold up. You know, stop. I don't, you know, unless you know, I'm trying to stay positive over here. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. I do. You guys don't really even understand. Got a lot of stuff going on. So, you know, I'm still trying to thank the Lord for everything. I don't want to get down. I don't want to get down like that. I just don't. I don't. Because I know somebody's child. I'm going to tell you guys something. And I'm not going to say no names or nothing. But you know, we got a family member, and their child didn't come home, and their child was murdered. So sometimes when you call me and you crying about something really small, I really don't have time to hear what you have to say. Because I don't know what to tell that grieving mama right now. That's a part of our family. That this is what we do. We try to put the awareness out there in a godly way. Hopefully we're doing it right. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know and I got all the answers. I don't have all the answers. But I know that whatever you crying about, it don't compare to this mother that just found out that her child's been murdered. And all I can do, which I don't like doing, but like cry with her and listen to her. So sometimes it does seem meaningless. Like, I got locked in my car. You know? I ain't gonna sit here and cry about it. Or my car ain't start. Or they done took my hours from work or whatever. Or they done, don't have it. And that's gonna make, when I get ready to pay my bills, it's all hard. I'm not gonna, we can just chitter chatter. That's just chitter chatter. But trust and believe, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Because none of us had to wake up this morning, to be honest with you. Think about that before you start complaining about what's going on in your life. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys at 5 p.m. Central Time.